Okay, today we're going to talk about an installation for a tree for a DRI. Typically what you want to do is you want to go about halfway between the trunk of the tree and the drip line. You also want to look where they've been irrigating, and that helps ascertain the location where we'll make the hole. So I'm thinking right about here is a good place, and I'm making the hole. Actually want to be straight up and down for the tree. I'm making the hole deeper than it needs to be. I want to give that a little bit of a wiggle. Make sure nothing falls back down in it. This is a 2 gallon per hour emitter right there. And before the unit goes in the ground, we turn the water on. The water should be on, coming through the emitter as we're going and connecting these. So you want to make sure you've got successful flow everywhere. And then we do a wrap like this. You see how we wrap that?
Nice and tight,
Nice and tight, no big loops that people could trip on. The unit will go in the ground about 3 inches from the top of the unit. The spaghetti tube will bury, so about the length of a man's finger. Then we want to compact that around there. You want to make sure that's compacted.
All right,
I put my weight on that, and that compacted it pretty well. Now, the reason there's so much water here right now is they had actually used fan jet the night before out here to soften the ground so that our tool could go in the ground easily. Once DRI is the only means of delivery in this orchard, you won't see that surface water anymore. It'll be completely dry. You're not going to be seeing weeds anymore. The only water that's going to be out here in this orchard is the water that's being injected into the ground. You will see a 4 to 6 inch wet spot that'll tell you the unit is working. And the great thing about DRI, typically what we want to do is create about a 4 foot wide bulb of saturation under the ground, on either side of the tree. Now you could bank that out farther if you want. You can make that less if you want. The great thing about DRI is that the grower has more control over his irrigation, his water delivery, and his fertilizer delivery than he ever has before.
Directly to the root zone.
Directly to the root zone. Targeted, controlled delivery.
Jeremiah Chudai, Deep Root Distribution for DRI.